For more than 30 years, the murder of 8-year-old April Tinsley remained one of Allen County's most infamous cold cases.
Today, John Miller, the man convicted of killing her, died while serving his 80-year sentence. WANE 15's Mia Pettigrew went to the April Tinsley Memorial Garden and has more on the lasting impact of this case.
John Miller spent decades hiding in plain sight before spending the rest of his life behind bars, where he died today at 66 years old. He spent his last hours at St. Vincent's Hospital in Indianapolis, where he was serving 80 years for the abduction, molestation, and murder of 8-year-old April Tinsley. For decades, Tinsley's case remained unsolved. Detectives worked through thousands of tips until DNA evidence finally identified John Miller in 2018.
Anytime law enforcement investigates a case, they use, as we say, every tool in the toolbox. I think it's become pretty clear in general that DNA in all shapes and forms is a tool in the toolbox.
Miller's arrest marked a turning point. And for people who grew up in the neighborhood, Tinsley's case was one they never forgot.
I remember it like it was yesterday. We had to walk in groups because, you know, that's back in the day where they talk about the man in the truck that might, you know, snatch you up.
Years later, Miller would admit that's exactly what he did, cruising neighborhoods looking for a child to take. On April 1st in 1988, police say April Tinsley was the one he spotted. She was on her way home from a friend's house to grab an umbrella, but never made it back. 3 days later, a jogger found her body in a DeKalb County ditch. The autopsy revealed she had been sexually assaulted and strangled.
For something like that tragic to happen, it was very scary, you know. Very traumatic.
For many, years of unanswered questions and fear finally ended with Miller's arrest. And now, with his death, what remains is the community's resolve to keep April's story at the center. While Miller's death ends a case that haunted Fort Wayne for decades, in this garden, life still grows. And April Tinsley's memory is what lives on. Reporting in South Fort Wayne, Mia Pettigrew, WANE 15 News.
WANE 15 spoke to April's mom, Janet Tinsley, on the phone today. She says she'd get text messages every month from the Department of Corrections saying Miller would be released in 2058. To her, that was a reminder he was still here while her daughter was not. Today, Janet told our Alyssa Ivinson that she's happy the man who killed her daughter will not get to keep on living, and hopefully now she can go back to a more normal life.